Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rachel and this is Stitched Up. So today's video is going to be a little bit different, okay? Now following on from my video where I showed you that I'd taken inspiration from the Tilly and the Buttons Romy top and made my own version, I have been absolutely plagued the last couple of weeks with this image here that's been popping up on all the accounts that I'm looking at, okay? Now, when I saw this skirt, I absolutely fell in love with it. I just thought it was just gorgeous. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Frida Kahlo prints, and yeah, I've wanted to make something out of one of those prints for a long time. And when I saw this skirt, I was just in love. Now, look at the price of this skirt. It's £190, and you know what, there is just no way I would pay that for a skirt, especially when it's just a fairly simple, straightforward pleated skirt. And yeah, I just thought, come on guys, surely I can find this fabric somewhere and make it, and I did. So yes, I scoured the internet and I managed to find this very same fabric on a site called Fabric Yard, and I will link to them down below. It's a panel print by Alexander Henry, and yeah, they've got it in stock, and I bought 4 panels which came as a continuous length, and I've never bought from Fabric Yard before, but it was delivered within a couple of days, which was just amazing. And I then basically set about self-drafting my own skirt to replicate the ready-to-wear version. And I've never self-drafted a pleated skirt before. I did look in my stash to see if there was a pattern that I could use. I did initially look at the Rosie dress by Sew Over It, because I think that's got a pleated skirt version, but what I discovered was that there was pleats in it but also gathers, and I didn't want that. I wanted the exact same skirt. So I just wanted to do pleats. I also looked at a McCall's pattern that I've got in my stash. I'll put a picture of it up here, where the bottom half of that dress is pleated, and I thought maybe I could use that. But when I actually took out the pattern pieces, these panels are actually so big that it was just impossible to actually put the pattern pieces onto those panels to make sure it all lined up correctly, etc. So I then sat down and thought, I'm just going to have to do this myself. So what I did was I measured my waist, and I did use the pattern pieces from the McCall's dress of the skirt to look at where the pleats were and the gaps between the pleats, etc, just to try and give me an idea of how I could get the pleats in the right location and the right depth, etc, without disrupting the pattern too much. And I don't think I've done too bad a job, so let me stand up and I will show you the finished skirt. So here she is. This is my Frida Kahlo maxi skirt, and yeah, it's just gorgeous. Now, it's not identical totally to the ready-to-wear version, but I don't think I've done a bad job. What I did was, as I say, each of these prints came in one big panel, and they were all sort of obviously in one long length. The selvage was across the top here and the bottom, and then basically what I did was I cut off the top part of the blue fabric just about an inch above the top of the panel, and used that to create a waistband. I've put an invisible zipper in the back, I don't know if you can see that. And regarding the pleats, because there was an awful lot of fabric to pleat in to get it to fit my waist, what I did was I created pleats that were 5 inches wide. So there's actually 5 inches of fabric in each of these pleats, and between the pleats is 1.5 inches. But I've tried to line everything up so that it looks neat and tidy. The sides, obviously, there's a side seam both sides. There isn't a centre front seam. I've made sure that that's obviously the panels are sort of equidistant from the centre. And then there is a seam at the back, obviously, where the zip is. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'll put some pictures in of me wearing it so you can have a look, but I am super happy with this skirt. It's a lovely weight cotton. It's really nice and cool, especially this time of year, and the waistband is just a straight waistband. I didn't want to create a curved one, which is what I normally prefer to do when I wear skirts, because I'm quite curvy and I've quite a sway back, and I find that a curved waistband tends to fit me better. But because of the straight lines of the panel print, I thought if I did a curved waistband, it might disrupt the lines of the panel, and you know, I wanted to keep the panel print straight in line with the waistband so that it didn't look like it was off. So I just created a straight waistband, and actually it fits me fine. What else can I say? I've also done a blind hem on the bottom. I am going to do a separate tutorial of this so that you can see how to create that, so that will be coming up later this week. But I am just super happy with this skirt. It's just gorgeous, and this skirt cost me £36, so each of the panels was £8.50, 16, 32, yeah, so with the postage as well, it was £36. So I think you'll agree that opposed to paying £189, and I have more or less replicated the ready-to-wear version, I think yeah, that's a bit of a saving, isn't it? And I know sometimes, you know, we see things in ready-to-wear that we would love to replicate, and even down to the actual fabric, and quite often it's just impossible to find those ready-to-wear fabrics. But in this case, I think it's such a striking print and a striking skirt that I was just super happy to be able to create my own version for a fraction of the cost of the wolf and badger designer version. So yeah, I am super happy with it. So I hope you like it. I'm going to insert some pictures now, some video of me up and down my garden, so you can have a look at how it moves. But yeah, as I say, yeah, really happy with it. So that's it from me today. Hope you're enjoying the weekend. The weather's gorgeous here at the minute, and I will hopefully be back with you really soon. Take care, guys. Bye.